Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to a very special episode 21 of Motorsport Manager. But there's been a big free patch. There's also been some DLC with challenges. I'm not really into the challengey stuff because I've got a career going, but there is some important changes in the patch notes. We're going to just go through, look at the patch. First of all, I'd like to mention that Motorsport Manager at the moment is £8.49 on Steam. That is a bargain. You should play it if you haven't already. I know most of you are veterans at this point. But let's have a look at the patch notes. The first one's I find really weird. So, realistic AI, the game preference, if enabled, because, you know, if you don't want realistic AI, AI teams make smarter decisions on when to pit during races and adapt to wet weather conditions more effectively. Fantastic news. We know that we can it makes it the game harder, which is fine, but I'm sure if you've played the game for any length of time, you know they really fuck up on pit stops and stuff, especially when it starts raining. It confuses their brains, but you have to enable it, and it took me a while to actually find the bit where you can enable it, so I'll show you that when we get in game. This is really nice as well. Run wides and corner cutting. Cars can now run wide and cut corners in all tracks. The likelihood of a driver running wide or cutting a corner is increased by the pressure they're under from nearby cars. Brilliant. Makes it a bit more natural. Mistakes. Love it. Probably not for our drivers, but yeah. Weight stripping. Teams can now remove reliability from parts to increase their performance before practice, qualifying in the race. Go a bit quicker. Car falls apart more often. All good. Lap chart screen available in the data center. The new lap chart screen provides detailed information for every lap of the race. Really good if you're into the detail stuff. Expanded camera preference, if enabled, increases the zoom. Brilliant. Ability to save and load setups for each track. Great. When leaving for a race weekend, the player now has the ability to force a driver to sit out the weekend if they are injured. The driver who sits out the race weekend will recover faster. Excellent. Injuries now show an icon on the driver's portrait. All good. Player now receives a mail when driver recovers from an injury. Okay, we get it. Injury shit, right? The race report screen has been tweaked for better to inform the player about gained traits and traits that have ended. Various UI tweaks to the title screen and race day screens. Session HUD now shows when teams are fixing parts. Tyre wear and heating are no longer banded into thirds, but instead of a direct reading. Car crashes have been rebalanced to provide a more even spread of crashes throughout the race, because you normally get them quite early on, and that's kind of it. Driver's adaptability stat impacts the threshold at which they can change onto wet slicks inters. The two different tyre suppliers have different wet inter threshold points. Fixed a bug where the tyre blah 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 blah, and lots of little fluff bits. Tyres left overheating for too long causes blistering or graining if they're underheated. All that sort of good stuff. New personality traits, new dilemmas, fix issues with the AI team. AI now makes smart decision on when to use safe pit stops. Now reflects their mechanics status. Downforce setups can affect during the wet sessions. All sorts of good stuff. During pre-season, AI teams can gain an additional star in up to 2 different chassis stats. This is to mimic the players' dilemmas. Okay. So just sort of evening out the playing field a bit. I think this is all really good stuff. Vehicles that are experiencing critical issues, broken part, out of fuel, etc. will now pit regardless of whether it causes stacking. Good. New radio messages. Yes. Grammatical fixes. Hooray. Significant performance improvements to minimise game crashes. Never had a game crash, got to be honest. Touch wood. Chassis suppliers are available to edit within Steam Workshop. Single seat and GT design data available on Steam Workshop. See you on the pit wall. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let's get into the game, and I'll show you the bits. So here we are, back in the game. We haven't continued. I just wanted to show you whereabouts that thing was. It's not before you enter a game. I imagine when you start a new game, it'll ask you. But what you need to do is load your game up, go into preferences here, and I'm going to fucking lose it now again, aren't I? Hang on. Game settings. So here it is. Race, strategy, difficulty. So it has normal or realistic. So basically they've kind of fixed... I'm not quite sure about this. They fixed the problems that the AI had with pitting in rain and when to do stuff and just making silly mistakes. And instead of just saying, look, we fixed it, they've then gone, okay, you can still have it on your old mode where they fuck up all the time, or you can have it realistic. We'll just call that more difficult. If you hit the little eye here, it says AI teams will make fewer mistakes with their pit strategies, making the game more difficult, recommended for experienced players only. So probably not for me, but we're doing it anyway. Of course we are. I'm not a fan of this. I would rather them just have realistic all the time, but if you want an easy mode, just have an easy mode where their cars aren't quite as quick. That's all you need to really change. You still want realistic. Surely everybody wants realistic AI, but just make them a tiny bit slower for the easy mode. That's my thoughts anyway. So, that's done. We are now in realism mode, my friends. I haven't played it, so don't know how realistic it is. Run wide, so I'm looking forward to that. I just think that's a weird way they've gone about it. Oh, I haven't clicked on the screen for about 2 years. Nice. I'll take that. Oh, these are the people. Okay. Oh, I can apply for jobs. We're never leaving Loki Doki. I've still forgotten to wear my fucking Loki Doki pit crew t-shirt. We'll get it one day, people. Right, the HQ stuff is nearly done. 2 weeks for the forecasting centre. Boo! And 4 weeks for the upgrading the telemetry centre to level 2. I don't know why I went French, and then I still fucked it up. How can I fuck up counting to 2 in French? I did GCSE French. Vaguely remember it. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Jean. That's all I got. Right, okay. What were we doing, people? Were we building parts? Were we improving parts? Hello? Am I? Well, who am I? Right. At the moment, I think we should just get reliable. I think one of the mistakes I made last season was rushing part after part after part, and then like halfway through the season, you've done all your parts, and then you sort of work on improving the performance. I'm going to sort of change that a little bit because we're not going to be sending a massive amount this season. So let's get this reliability up. Concentrate on this reliability stuff so the cars don't explode on the race day. But I'm looking forward. I wonder if they didn't mention that they've changed the interviews. We've all joked about how bad the interviews are in this game. No mention of if they've improved that, but we'll see if we can notice any little changes. It's just nice to see them supporting the game so far, after the game's come out. Very cool. Beijing. I'm a bit concerned about the performance of our car when it comes to low-speed corners. All right. A new front wing would help us push on. It'd be great to be proud of our car's low-speed cornering skills, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's my life goal, to be proud of our low-speed cornering skills. It's up there in my top 3 life goals on my bucket list, love. No, just fuck off, right? We ain't got the money. Right. Da-da-da-da! We've got a forecasting. Our HQ is looking fruity. Didn't get a note about it or anything. It's not like we just spent millions of pounds completing a building. I wanted a big fucking fanfare and get the mayor in to cut some ribbon or some shit. Right. Is Ramos having an affair? She's okay. Oh, Kimberly. Oh, that's 20 weeks. Oh, that's bad timing, Kimberly, because we've got a decent... Sorry. This is karma, all right, Kimberly? Don't fucking have an affair, you dirty bitch, okay? Karma is... We wanted to see what Gordon Langley's like, the 50-year-old looking 20-year-old, and you've just given me the ammo. I was going to give you a few races, but there's no point if you're going to have that. Yeah, you're not happy about this? Well, don't fucking fuck other men then, yeah? And you won't. Thanks for promoting me, boss. I won't let you down. Right. Okay, what are we doing? Who are we? Beijing. Clear, clear, clear. So it's going to rain. Probably quite a lot. Okay. I think we'll go for 7th or above. I don't know really where we are, especially with the patch now. Because... Also, are they going to be better at pitting when they need to repair and stuff like that, the AI? So, normally the first few races of the season, we can smash them. But maybe it's going to be a bit harder. This is only the second race of the season. So, we're going to play it cool. Okay, how are we doing? So, parts on Anna's car are looking good. Very nice, actually. I think we'll just leave it as is. I think that's all kind of done. Yes. It's close enough, innit? Right. Sorry, Gordon. I know you've got an utterly shit car, but just be happy that you've been promoted. I think you should, just be delighted that you're actually in the race. Right, I'll see you after qualifying, my friends, for some dramatic race action and maybe some cutting of corners or running wide. I made a bit of a boo-boo. Despite me specifically telling you all that it was clear for practice, clear for qualifying, clear for the race, it pissed down most of practice, half of qualifying. So, good job, forecasters, well done. You may see that my fastest lap was on intermediate tyres. Well, it was started off on a sort of a wettish track, so I thought I'd get a lap in on inters. We weren't sure if it was going to dry up or not, and then I saw it starting to dry up, and I thought, okay, I'll wait till the last moment to get us out there on soft tyres, do a quick lap, and I left it a little, like 5 seconds too late, and we didn't finish our out lap in time. Oh dear, oh dear. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's raining again. Triple rain. When they said triple clear. Pissing down. Look at our forecasting centre though, my friends. Right. I just want to show you something just in case there's another thing I thought of when you were here. So, the other option, one of the other things in the patch is this thing called the expanded camera. Which basically you need to enable if you want to use it. It allows you to zoom in a bit more, closer to the cars, which is cool. Okay, so, lap 5, 6, we're looking to go softies, right? Clear as day with our new forecasting centre. I still feel dirty using it. This is a new thing as well, with the weight stripping. We can't lose any reliability because our car just won't start if we lose anymore, but that's the sort of thing you might use at the end of the season just to get a bit more oomph out of your car. Okay, so race trim 10%. I think I like this risk taker one because also we're not going to be using soft tyres for the whole of the race. I reckon risk taker. I'm a crazy motherfucker. And you can have, I guess, soft tyres and race trim. So if the big thing is, if Gordon does well, bearing in mind his reliability is awful, but if he does a good enough job, he could keep the job of reserve driver. Here's our setups. We can now save the setups. You hit save, and then you're asked to name it. I don't know if that's for that track. I'll find out next practice session if that comes up, or because that would be weird saving a practice session that you can use on a different track. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We had a good setup though, good practice session. What are we fucking doing though? Let's think about this. We're starting 12th and 14th. Not ideal. But we're only doing about 6 laps, so we can burn through these tyres. Can't we, really? And we don't need all this fuel. We're not going to turn the engine up, remember this. Still got reliability issues. No engine turning up unless it's desperation, panic time or something for a couple of points or something. We're going to play it cool, yeah, play it cool. Who wants to come in on lap 7? Do you want to come in on lap 7? I'm sorry, you get the arse end of all these deals, mate, but you're the new guy, so it's like hazing, right? You just have to deal with it. Oh, that's the wrong button to clicky-click then, is it? Stop it! Get me onto the right bit. Driver strategy. Not going to push the engine, but we're going to push the tyres. We only need to do 5, 6 or 7 laps. So let's go. So I imagine everybody's starting on inters. Practice was interesting because it was just on the verge of dry and wet, dry and sort of inters, and the cars did seem to, be a bit more useful. Some went out on inters, some waited a couple of laps, then went out on dries when it was just about to do it. So it seems, the patch seems to be working. There's going to be like 4 drivers on bloody slicks now, and they're just to make... So yeah, everybody's on inters. That all makes sense. It's going to be interesting to see when they pit. Shouldn't have enabled the patch for this race, because we could destroy them. So, if they fix the AI, the AI should be sort of pitting around the 5th, 6th, 7th lap. 8th at the most. So now you can zoom in a little bit closer, you see. I like it. Come on, Regal. Great start. Come on, Regal. The overtaking queen. Said no one ever. And also, we've got the tyre wear thing here now in sections. She is fucking roasting people for fun here. Oh, now we get these. Look, oh my word. Live Driver Championship standings. Oh, that's nice. It's right there. Mini tyre history. Oh, I'm liking that. Liking that very lots. Very lots. Amazing. Regal is up to 5th. Let's have a look at Langley's up to 9th. I'm proud of you, boys, girls. Right. Go on, boost. Look at that use of boost. Stuck up the arse of some other dude. Yeah, and it was pointed out to me you can't use boost lap 1. That's why we saved it up to 100% and then boosted as soon as we crossed the line. This was the most useless boost in the history of time. How are we doing? Weather's not changing in the prediction. Regal has had an outstanding start. Tyre temperatures are looking good. 82%, 81%. No Schmidt here, people. They're just going to get on with it. Let's see how Langley's battling. He's doing fine. He's doing very well with a slightly worse car, but much worse reliability. Right, I think we can speed it up a little bit here. See if Regal can do the business. Let's go 2. I like 2. 2 speed's good. Oh, around the outside. Go on. Hold it there. Oh, that stunning manoeuvre. What have you done with Regal? Why can she overtake? Game's broken. It's broken. How we do with temperatures? Starting to get a little bit high. I'm going to turn you down first because you've got to do an extra lap. But Regal is flying. Who's that Moddy? Is pulling out a bit of a lead. But if we can take out Steffi De Graffi, we've got a chance. Haven't seen any run wides yet or cutting the corners. Let's take this down a little bit. It's not really the tyres. Come on, he's holding us up, I feel like. I reckon if we can get past him, we can close the gap. Oh, the Wolf is locked up. Oh, that's a different... he's in 18th, no one cares. Oh, we're getting sandwiched by this team now. Come on, round the outside. Oh, a stunning manoeuvre from Regal. Now, push. Now, push. Get a bit of a gap if you can. Yeah, he was holding her up. It's 4.8 gap, 4.7. Right, stop raining. The tyre wear is, a bit fruity. Bit of a fruity number, this tyre wear, people. Right. So we'll come in the lap after next. Langley, don't worry about it, mate. I've ignored you and you're up to 4th. You're doing fucking amazing, buddy. So, with the AI changes, I'm expecting maybe not this lap. You could gamble and do this lap, especially if your strategy so you don't stack the cars. But I'm imagining this lap, the end of this lap and next lap is going to be the time when people are going to be pitting. So we're going to be pitting now. We've got 15 laps, so we've got another 1 stop. So we're going on to super softies. Not pushing the car, so we don't need to go crazy over fuel. And save a little bit. Don't need to repair. We're going to need to keep an eye on that front wing, though. We can go for a fast, because we know we've got the risky, crazy motherfucker thing enabled. What a first stint from both drivers. Ripple of applause. Flying, my friends. She might even be able to pip him. How's his tyre wear? So he's not, but so he looks like he might be doing another lap. I think this is a good time to come in. You're pitting, lovely. And then Langley is now leading the race. What a, is it a debut? We've only used him for practice, haven't we? No, we used, I can't even remember. Fucking, I'm old, right? Leave it. And then you're coming in. Can we do another pit stop? I reckon we could do it. We haven't pushed it too hard. That could be an issue. That's lost over half. I'm going to fix those two now, and hopefully those two can be repaired in the second pit stop. And we don't want to risk it. No point risking it. Right, now Regal's out in 5th place. She's on the better tyres though now. She will be in about 10 seconds. I think this is probably a quicker tyre already. That is very close to being dry. Oh, hello. something happened to him. He must have run wide. Oh, excited! This is better. I like these little added bits. Very good. Well done, Play Motorsport. Double thumbs up. Triple thumbs up. Okay, he's made a mistake. It's Schmidt Mark 2 at this point. Right, I'm going to try and... What's this? Oh, what's that? Oh, is that repairing that little spanner cross thing? That's cool. Right, Regal's up to first. Everybody's on the right tyres now. At the right time. Well done, AI. I hope the AI still does some, like, gambly ones, though. I don't want them all to come in on the exact same lap, because that's when... I want them to try and, you know, maybe make a mistake, but try and do other stuff. Just need to keep an eye on the tyre wear. I think we just let them chug around for a bit, to be honest. Already? Seriously? I didn't think we needed that repair. You don't need a fucking... Downforce is for pussies. Oh, for fuck's sake. No. How did they just get so much worse in a lap? They were doing alright. Right, Langley's, even with his repairs, is up to 7th. Doing a fantastic job. Also driving modifiers. Tyre wear's looking fine. Fastest for... Oh, it's bound to be, innit? We're on fucking... It's dry race now, innit? Ooh. So the track grip should fly up now. The lap times are going to drop like crazy, people. Top 3 now, pulling away from Hooper in 4th. Regal's driving lovely, although she's going to have to make repairs. I'm hoping still some of these cars have to make repairs. We've already seen some. I don't want to come in too early. We're going to push these parts as long as we possibly can. Right, how's Langley doing? Nobody saw that, right? Nobody saw that. It's fine. Right, come on, Langers. Oh, okay, nobody saw that either. Alright. I want to do another lap if at all possible. Everybody, a lot of cars are flashing parts though. He's copied our paint job. So we can disguise ourselves as his teammate. Let us through, mate. Yeah, team orders. Yeah, the boss said so, yeah, on the phone. Because apparently they use old school phones in the car. Right, we want you to get one more lap at this. Right. Punch it. Punch it! You can punch it as well. Can I squeeze another lap out of Langley? Regal, I really would like to squeeze another lap. We'll check her reliability. We're going to go for another lap. How's his? Right, we're going for it. We're going for it. We're not pushing the engine, so it shouldn't be too bad. 13%. Okay, that's fine. We're going to have to probably stack them, but there's quite a distance between the two, so it should be fine. Maybe. Probably not. Fix that. Fix that. No point in risking it. Langley might be screwed, but I'm not. Let's have a look. Langley might be screwed here. He's quite a way behind though. She's lead 20 seconds. He's going to stack a bit, but I'm not sure I want to risk another lap after that. Sorry, Langley. Needs must, mate. Needs must. Yeah. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, buddy. Yeah. Fix that. Fix that. Fix that. Fix that as well. Fuck it. The pit stop time's not that long. 15 seconds to fix all that? Okay. 17 seconds. Have they changed that? That feels like change as well. That must be a change, because that would have been about 45 seconds. I'm sure of it. 11%. Oh, fucking... That is a lot of flashing. It's like my local park. Beautiful joke. Right, we've got a nice lead here, people. We're going in lovely. Lovely. Good pushing that last lap. Right, don't fuck it up. Do not fuck it up. Stunning stuff. Stunning. Should be right to the end of the race now. Didn't stack too long. No, didn't. Did we stack at all? Should have been paying attention, but I wasn't. Right, Regal's in 8th position, but she should sigh through people. Look, their tyres are broken. Right, absolutely broken. Langley's down in 18th. It's a bit unfortunate. You can deal with the excess fuel, mate, because I'm not pushing your engine. I'm not repairing it again before the end of the race. I'll up it if you've got a lap to go. There's still bits that haven't fallen off. Right, we're up to 3rd now. De Graaf where are we? 3rd. De Graaf has pitted and come out ahead of us. He didn't have repairs, did he? Didn't have repairs to make. That's annoying. Right, come on, Langers. You're up to 14th. You've got a big group here that you can take. We'll go and have a look at him. And he's doing that. He's doing that. Let's go. There he is, just overtaking one dude who needs repairs. Right, we should not explode before the end of the race now. Jesus, it starts so low, it's ridiculous. Right. Regal is 7 seconds behind De Graaf. I'm not sure if she looks like De Graaf's pulling away. I'll take a second, to be honest. I would have bitten their end off for a second. If Langley can get in the points, that would be fantastic. I wonder if any of these cars need repairing. Oh, I'm liking all this. I'm loving all this. Yeah, come on, Langers. Oh, it's top 8 get points. I knew I'd forget that. He is on for a point now because it's top 8 get points. No, it just won't go into me end, apparently. Right, I'm going to save a little bit of tyres for like a push at the end. Regal's 10 sec. This De Graaf guy is flying. Regal's 10 seconds behind. She's not going to win, so we just need to keep an eye on this gap to 3rd, which is 5 seconds. We should be just better coast it all the way through without risking anything. Langley, on the other hand, could still potentially battle for some more points here. He's got a Sylvander ahead of him. He's closed the gap massively. He's got a little bit of boost if he needs it, but there's 7th. He's boosting away Sylvander. Don't worry about length. Don't worry about it, mate. Yeah? I'm saving some juice for you, right? How's the engine looking? So where are we? We're 8th. We've got 2.5 laps to go. We're going to gamble a little bit. I want to keep ahead of this bunch. Ugh. Should have gambled earlier. We're out of the points. We are out of the points. We are back in the points, my friends. We are still in the we are still in the points. We've got 2 laps to go. We'll save a little bit for the end. Can we turn his engine up anymore? Regal's still 4 seconds ahead. She's doing fine. If we can hold this dude off, I'll take a point on his debut. I think it's his debut. I'm just going to push a little bit. We're just letting Regal do her thing now. She's just going to cruise to a 2nd spot. But Langley would be a points finish with his car would be amazing. Would be pretty damn epic. But he's got so many cars on his tail. Oh god, this is going to be a tricky finish. Go for it, mate. Go for it. Go for it. Don't run wide or cut a corner though. You've got boost. Use your boost, buddy. If we could get 7th here. Come on. Get in with the boost. Yes! Get in there. Stunning stuff from Langley. Kimberly Ramos is watching from the sidelines. Disappointed that this guy has just picked up a brilliant 7th spot. And Regal, kind of forgotten about her. Amazing. What a race, my friends. Absolutely. I didn't even see what happened to Nightingale. Absolute superb race. Oh, that's lovely, that is. Early season, that's where we get most of our points. The Graaf was just way too quick, 12 seconds ahead. We were winning that race. I think he must have a car that's fully reliable. So yeah, look at that. That's what you want the AI to look at, right? Look, they've done basically what we did. First car came in on that whatever that lap is, that lap. End of the 6th or start the 6th, and the other one went in on 7th. Perfect strategy from the AI. I'm just hoping as long as it has some variance in it, which it seems to, it's not just going to all do the same thing, which is brilliant. I'm really chuffed with that because that annoyed me that how stupid the AI was when it was bad weather. But that is points on the board. The guy that came 14th got fastest lap. Interesting. There we go. That'll do nicely. Well done, Langley, as well, picking up 2 points for the team. Ooh, cheeky. We're sort of maybe on for the championship this year. Already looking like a 3-horse race. But I'm very, very happy with how we performed. I'm very happy with how Langley performed, even with all the repairs, and he had a mistake. Let me know what you've seen in the patch that's different, because obviously, you've probably played it a lot more. So if you've experienced other things that are different in the patch, like the running wide, the cutting corners, all that sort of stuff. Also, I'm not going mad, am I? The repairs seem to be a lot quicker, didn't they? Which is good, because who needs to repair cars constantly in Formula 1? Like, nobody. Start of the season, nobody's like, shit, we better fix the whole car every time they pit. Right. Cornering a smoothness 20. Oh, they might have already been 20. We've got traits here as well. That you can't click on. I think that's traits if they gain something. That might be a clickable button. But let's have a look. Chairman's 100% happy. Marketability, 93%, my friends. We're well into 5-star territory now. Not going to be a decent amount of time, and he's going to jump pretty much one in all his stats. If only cornering was a thing. All right, overtaking up to 8. Lovely. I think we get sponsors though, people. Don't worry about the £2 million loss every. Interview. Okay, let's have it. After his win today, we were wondering if you had any thoughts on Rick de Graaf thinking of working. Okay. I'm going to go for it, because if that means he might sign. Fucking hell. He's quite good. I bet he's on like £1 million a race. Why can't I click on him there? I can click on him there. Okay, he's on £1.5 million a race, people. No. He's fucking good though, isn't he? Look, he's 24 years old as well. He's a dangerous jeweller, which I like. Timesheet hero. Qualifying. Oh man, he is a monster. How the fuck are we going to beat him this season? It's got to be his car falls apart, I guess. Right, sponsors. Oh, we got 2 new sponsors. We needed that. Right, we are going to end the episode there, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. I'm liking the patch so far. We didn't have any cutting corners or run wides, but we saw what we think was it. I like zooming in a bit more. I love that. I like the AI's a bit more intelligent. Loving it. Well done playing Motorsport. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Didn't always say that properly, but there you go. Buy a Loki Doki Don't Crash t-shirt. Be part of the pit crew. You know, the pit crew that I never wear. I will at one point wear it for, because that would make logical sense. I'm an idiot. Right, thank you very much. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.